Hello everybody and welcome to week 7 of the ENC Draft League Season 4. I'm still undefeated. I have 6 wins, 0 losses, still 0 game losses, which is crazy. Is this my best record? My best run? I think actually it's tied with, I think, WCSL Season 3 or 4, whichever the last one was. I lost week 2, and then after that I didn't lose a single game, like, of the best of 3s. So that's a 6-0 run. That's tied with this. So if I win this week at all, then this will be a better run than I've ever had in a draft league. Well, like, consecutively. I've gone. I don't think I've ever gone undefeated in regular season. I think I usually actually go 7-1. I think thinking back, because in FDL season 3 I lost to Elm. In FDL season 2 I lost to. I just lost a couple of games. FTL Season 1, I lost to Nen. The last WCSL, I lost to Misspellers. WCSL before that, I picked up for somebody else. And I think that was my first draft league solo. Yeah. I feel like I'm forgetting one. I feel like I've done more draft... singles. I lost to Dave. But other than that, yeah, everybody... pretty much every draft league that's a normal format, I go 7-1. Crazy. Yes, so for the other teams, we can do a little breakdown of who's going to make playoffs. Definitely, these 4 are guaranteed. Sig Trick, we can look at his standings. I think he's pretty much going to win. Yeah, Charlotte Sards is a pretty formidable opponent, but I think he's definitely got it versus Chicago Beartics. I think he can definitely pull out a win versus either one, or both even. Little Tekka, Obstagoons is probably a win, but if he doesn't win that, I don't think he beats El Paso Ice Cube. But I do think he beats Obstagoons, so I think he's in. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams in. And now we have to go to the 3s. These players have to win 2 or get by on differential. Colin, Grievards, he should win, but then he also has to be ticked by Joltik, who are undefeated. So that's going to be tricky for him. Slugwalk. Where's Slugwalk? QQ. Queen City Quagsire, Down East Undoses. I think that's free 2 games. So I think Slug is going to make it to playoffs. Now it's the Tall One and NC are the last 2. Why does NC... Oh, because NC's played week 7. That was weird. I'm like, well, I knew he hadn't played Tick Bite Joltik yet. But if he wants to make it, he has to beat Tick Bite Joltik and Obstagoons. He can beat Obstagoons for sure. Tick Bite Joltix is up in the air, though. Actually, it really depends on how Tick Bite Joltix... I think Tick Bite Joltix are going to decide the playoffs because they play both Colin and NC, who are contending for that last slot. And I don't think the Tall One has a shot because he plays me. And I feel like I can beat him. Colin did suggest that he takes Murkrow, which makes his team way better. I'm like, please wait till I've played him, but I played him last week, so that's not going to happen. So Colin's trying to actively sabotage me, so that's fun. Yeah. Anyway, it's really whoever can beat Tick by Joltix between Colin and NC is going to be the last one, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're there. It's whoever wins is competing. Colin does have the best differential though, so even if they both lose, Colin is probably going to make it. Yeah. Anyway, the team I'm playing this week is Side Emboar, which is actually, on first glance, I'm like, oh great, good matchup. But then the more I look at it, the more I'm like, ooh, it's not a bad matchup, I don't think. It's pretty even. Typically you'd think Sun loses to Rain, and it does when I have weather control. But the thing is, he's also got these grass types, and those do really well into my water types. Basically, I've actually noticed that whenever I feel like Basculin Legion is good in the matchup, it's just free. And whenever Basculin Legion isn't good, it's like even. It's just, I actually feel like Basculin Legion is the best Pokemon on my team. Like, who needs to taunt the Trick Room Setter when you can literally just one-shot it by stacking Rain Boost, Adaptability, Choice Band, Terra Water, just all that stuff, and then it just kills anything. It's crazy how good that one is. This one is broken. But yes, but the 2 grass types and then the fire type, or the Sun reducing the fire my water moves, makes me a little bit more hesitant to breed Basculin Legion, so I'm not actually bringing it, which makes it a harder matchup, crazy enough. Anyway, the scariest thing about this team is this Hisuian Lilligant. Lilligant is always one of the worst Pokemon to go up against in draft because I feel like it's actually impossible to prepare for everything that it can do. Because, well, first, it hits hard, so you need to be able to take its grass and fighting type hits, which you can do with a flying type or poison type. but then it could have triple axle. It's that third move slot that's the problem, right? And it's like, I guess best of 3 helps because you just got to figure out what it is. You might just lose game 1 off of whatever it has that you can't predict, but then once you figure out what it is, you can play around it. Because let's say you use a flying type to resist the grass and fighting moves, it could have triple axle in that slot. It could be sleep powder and after you are the 2 ones that I'm worried about. Sleep powder, if it hits, first of all, yeah, it's not even guaranteed to hit, so like this is 25% of the time you're fine, but when it does hit, it can literally just win the game if he puts a key Pokemon to sleep. After use also terrifying because Lilligant next to Torkoal is very first of all, Torkoal sets up the Sun for the Lilligant to be faster than everything, and then Eruption moving at Lilligant's speed is like insane. It can one-shot like Assault Vest Archaludon with Terrifier. It's crazy. So yeah, those are the key points to be afraid of. This team also has a size spam mode, which is, you have to respect it. And I don't really have, I've got like 2 Mons good into it, right? Like these 2 guys are like pretty good into size spam, both resist Psychic, or this guy's immune, this guy resists. So like that helps, and I feel like maybe he doesn't bring it because of that. I had a crazy strategy with Symbiosis to give an Assault Vest to Archaludon while it's holding Psychic Seed, so you basically get 2.25 times special defense. Ultimately, I decided not to do that because Colin pointed out it is dead weight if there's no size spam coming, which, you know, the one I'm scared about is Lilligant, so I'd rather have some stuff just generally good that can be flexible into the Lilligant instead of being very good into that. Like impossible for me to lose the matchup into this versus still like good 90% of the time, but also way better into this and other stuff. Well, I guess I can show you what I've got. I'm just doing Assault Vest, right? Like there's no reason to, I could do Psychic Seed, but I have that somewhere else, so, you know, Assault Vest is better here. Plus the one that I have Psychic Seed on, spoiler alert, wants to use status moves, so this one's fine. I'd like to be able to protect in case they get Trick Room up. I can stall, but it's not a big deal because body Press is the move to go if I have Protect, but Body Press is still really good into stuff like the Goodra and just everything pretty much after I've Dracoed once. This special attack is for, it'll 2-shot just max HP Torkoal with Draco. Like the first one does 66, the second one does 33, dead. Special defense is, I don't even remember what this amount, this is like a ton. I think maybe I actually hit a physical calc. Maybe Lilligant, Hisui, is this for 2 close combats? Maybe Intimidated, 2 close combats, Adamant. I do live that, regardless. Oh, I know what it's for. Torkoal. It's for Terra, Fire, Heat Wave, 6% chance to hit KO. And the only other way to get that is to go to literally max, right? To get the guaranteed. So I said, you know, 6 is good enough, especially when you consider that it's not a 100% accurate move. Snarl is the last one. Oh, first of all, Terra Blast. I've got minus speed nature with 19 IVs, makes me slower than the min speed indeedee male. So if it's quiet, that 90, I'm 89, so I'm slower than it. Snarl is really good into side spam. Like that's kind of what makes Archaludon so good, is that I can just sit there and snarl and resist all the hits. It would have to be Terra Ground or Terra Fighting in DD. That's the only way that it can break Arch. And I have Terra Flying, so if I can get the turns right, that's really good. And because I'm doing minus speed nature, I can put some points in attack, which is cool because the same thing comes up that we ran into last week versus Slug. If I'm -2 special attack, my Terra Blast becomes a physical attack once I Terra. See, now this is coming off my physical defense, my physical attack, which is actually probably stronger because Indeedee has way higher special defense plus potentially a Psychic Seed, right? Whoops. See the Psychic Seed? 29% on the Terra Blast, unless I'm at -2. Now it's 55. That's actually really cool. I love the Terra Blast mechanics, especially when I'm on like Archaludon with just so many raw stats. Terra Blast is actually insanely good. Flying is just insane coverage because it hits all of these for super effective, and nothing resists it. There's not a flying resist on this team. Yeah. And Dragon is also just completely unresisted. I guess aside from Lucario, completely unresisted. Next up we got Florges. I love doing this where I put the plus nature here. The idea is that Dazzling Gleam into Moonblast will KO Murkrow. Then I can Pollen Puff up my Arch or my Overquill to keep them healthy, depending on what the matchup is like. It's also really good into Lilligant, because dazzling them to 70%, and then if we skip ahead to Politoed, the Icy Wind will do the last 30%. I'm reading Scarf again, just like I did for Slug. This is actually a very similar team, because the idea is that you want to do, you want Politoed to reset the weather, but the problem is Politoed is pretty slow on its own. So you're slower than in Slug's case, the Excadrill, and in Jay's case, the Lilligant. So I did Scarf twice. I feel like it's pretty good. Weather Ball is actually pretty fun, because if the sun's up, I can Terra Fire and then have Stab Fire type attack, or I can do Stab Water in the rain. Ice Beam is just generally good into like this, and this. Earth Power hits the fire types, and I guess the steel type, for super effective damage. Yeah, even in the sun, it's still stronger than if I was to run Hydro Pump. It's still stronger than that and more accurate. So why not? Hits everything for neutral except for the Murkrow, and the Lilligant. And then last move, Icy Wind, just for a spread move. Like I said, I can Dazzling into Icy Wind, and then I get to go for a single target Moonblast or something. No Symbiosis, because I don't actually want to end up passing these goggles to somebody else. Everybody kind of likes their items. Like, maybe I could think of something with Psychic Seed, but I don't know what item to give Florges in that case. Next up, Overquill. I've debated on this one a lot. I've tried a lot of things. I've tried Rocky Helmet to break a potential Sash on Lilligant. I've tried Lumberry for Sleep Powder, and also potentially like Heat Wave burns and stuff like that. I put the Assault Vest here for a little while, but then I like it more on Archaludon. Ultimately, I did decide on the Psychic Seed. Originally, I had this on the Archaludon, and then these Florges had the Assault Vest to pass it, like I mentioned earlier, which was when I was running Lum. But then I said, you know, this guy's really good at this Ice Beam. He's like literally designed to counter it. Like with in the rain or with the Psychic Seed, like neither of them can do damage, because like Armor Cannon's not doing that much to me. Psychic Seed makes me live like, let's put Armor Rouge in here. Let's do the Meteor Beam one. Into my Overquill. Put it in Psychic Terrain. I live an Armor Cannon into a Meteor Beam, and if rain goes up, I live 2 Armor Cannons. Oh no, I guess the Armor Cannon would be strong. So I don't live Armor Cannon, Meteor Beam into Armor Cannon, because that. But I live Meteor Beam into Rain Armor Cannon. Like crazy strong. And he just like one-shots. He doesn't one-shot this guy. I originally had some attack in him to one-shot even at -1. Oh, because this one is not an HP invested. Yeah, if it's HP invested, it lives. I've got enough to kill every male indeedee that is like specially attack invested. If it's bold, it's gonna live, obviously. Poison Jab brings Lilligant to Sash, has a 30% chance to poison. I originally tried Barb Barrage, but I needed an Expert Belt for that to KO. So I'm running with Poison Jab. I originally had Liquidation on it as well, but then I thought Rain Dance was really good, because I'll be able to Rain Dance after his Murkrow Sunny Days, which is important because Torkoal does nothing in the sun, right? Its damage is completely hindered. It's reliant on the sun for damage. So the idea is that if it's Murkrow Torkoal, I just sit there on the field with Overquill, Rain Dance every turn, and then let my other guy take out the Torkoal or the Murkrow, either one. The whole thing crumbles once one goes down. And the reason it has to be Overquill is because Overquill is a Dark type, and Dark types are immune to Prankster moves, which means that he can't go for the Prankster Quash. Let's say the sun is up from Torkoal's ability. He could go for the Prankster Quash in Game 2 after he's seen me do this Game 1. And then my Rain Dance would move after the Torkoal, who is currently at full HP and able to fire off 150 base power Eruption, which will kill this. Don't get it twisted. Like, this guy, even though he's got 150 special defense EVs, Torkoal is, like, insane. Like, actually, maybe I should even put a little bit more in. Do I need... I do need the speed. That's unfortunate. I'd love a little bit more. I mean, 6% chance. 2 more. I don't think I can afford to take him out of anything, though. I think 6% to die to Eruption is fine. Plus, he can always Terra Fire, too. And Terra Fire, I do die, too. Unless I Terra Fire, but then... But I mean, if I get the rain up, then I'm chilling. I live 2. I can live 4 if I Terra also. Yeah. Cool. So these are the 4 that, like, I think are the best in the matchup. Last 2 are just to fill in some empty spots. Lilligant is completely walled by this. This thing, unless it's triple axle, but the 2 I'm worried about are the After You one and the Sleep Powder one, both of which lose to this. I decided I don't need Rage Powder because this uses spread moves, this is a grass type, this uses spread moves, this uses spread moves. It would be good for Gudra, I guess. And like all the fighting types, actually. Maybe it is worth it just for the shitters. I don't know. I'm not sure. This special attack is just to one-shots Torkoal with Scald in the Rain. So I'd either use Rain Dance or switch this guy in. I should make sure that this guy is slower than Overquill. Yes, okay. Also, Florges is faster than Overquill, which means that if Sun is up, I can get a fully powered Synthesis and then get the Rain Dance up after. I thought that was pretty good. Life Dew, do I need... Yeah, I mean, Life Dew is really good for these 2 guys, right? Like, this guy's just kind of a cleric. I thought about Heat Proof, but no, the health is really important on Archelodon and Overquill. Matcha Gotcha is, like, not amazing, because I do kind of get walled out by Gudra. Actually, let's look at Gudra. Sinistcha. If it's Draco, I think I win, though, because I could just make him waste his Dracos. He'd have to use it somewhere other than Sinistcha first, though. So the first one is 76. Actually, no, I think I do win, as long as I go for the Matcha Gotcha, or the Life Dew turn 1, because he'll do 76, I'll heal up to 50. Second one is 38, I win, yeah. Yeah, so if it's Draco, I can win, as long as I don't have chip on it. Of course, the way I win is Scald until I get a burn, and then let the burn take it out because I'm doing nothing, because I assume it's going to be Sap Sipper. What are the other abilities? Gooey and Hydration. It could be Hydration, maybe. Hydration with Rest, but then it can't be Assault Vest. I don't know. Last up is Gliscor. Gliscor is very interesting because he doesn't resist any of the strong hitters on this team, which kind of you usually want Gliscor to resist a hit because it's not like crazy bulky at level 50. Especially if you're running this much speed. Like, I'll die to Eruption, I'll probably die to Expanding Force. I don't die to Lilligant because my natural defense is really good, but I probably get 2-shot by Leaf Blade. It is a fighting resist, which is nice. Okay, I can switch in for like Arch, I guess. I got Rain Dance on it as well. I thought about a couple things. I thought about Knockoff for the Psychic types, Taunt for the Trick Room setters. What was the last one? Tailwind, yeah, but I thought, you know, secondary Rain Dancer, kind of good. Big thing is that he's really good offensively, because Dual Wing Beat will kill this through Sash. High Horsepower does like 50% to that, and like, look how good Flying Ground is into this team. It's like kind of insane. Yeah, he's just offensive. Terra Fire, I just figure maybe that'll let him live some fire grass hits. The speed is to be faster than Adamant Lilligant, which there's no guarantee that it's going to be. But I think it's pretty likely with kind of how Weather Wars generally go. Like, if I've got my weather up, my Basket Legion's faster than everything on his team without many EVs, and if he's got the weather up, he's faster than everything on my team without many EVs. So I think it's pretty likely that he'll go Adamant, especially when you look at it, my team is not really that fast. The fastest guy is Salazzle, which is already faster than his guy. Anyway, that's just about it, so we can hop right into the match. And we're here. I just got off playing the FTL finals. Okay, got the Terra types, got the link sent. No Indeedee is actually very big, and I'm very glad that Colin did talk me out of the don't do Psychic Seed Assault Vest Symbiosis stuff, because I would have been owned if that was my main strat, in all honesty. But no Psychic turn's actually good. Okay, Lucario Dragon, Murkrow Grass, Lily Steel, Armorage, Dark, Coal Grass, Gudra Dragon, GLHF. Lilligant is Steel type. Okay. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Is it even worth bringing Florges? Yeah, I think it is for game 1. I'm gonna bring these 4. I can maybe pivot to a Gliscor game 2. But Overquill Florges look pretty good. That gives me outs for Murkrow with the Rain Dance, Lucario, Goodra. Okay. Florges Overquill. No Inner Focus. Attack. Okay, cool. I definitely switch this guy. He's definitely getting Steel moved. I'm gonna go to Politoed. And how much does Liquidation do in the rain to Lucario? I don't need to, because I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna Poison Jab the Goodra. I'm hoping this is a Steel move into my Politoed, and then I'll be faster next turn, and then I can hit him with a Terra Fire Terra Blast. Or, not Terra Blast. I can hit him with a Fire-type Weather Ball if he switches to the other guy. But regardless, I bet Earth Power still does a ton. Yeah, it does. Alright, Politoed in. E-Speed, 25%, good to know. That's got some defense. Okay. I'm going to... Do I lock in Earth Power? I think I do. Earth Power that. Switch to this. I'm hoping he E-Speeds that. No E-Speed. Damn, only 44? That must be Assault Vest. Building emote. Okay. Alright, I'm hoping to get hit here. I mean, it's a 30% chance. I definitely think the Lucario's AV with how little it took from Earth Power there. Goodra's definitely not AV because it used a status move. I'm hoping for Close Combat into my Arch and then Thunder into my Politoed, I think. Switch. Okay, that's good. Good for me. Flying. E-Speed into that. That's okay. Let's hope this kills. No, it didn't. Damn. I'm going to Synthesis and Snarl, I think. Or do I need to Synthesis? I could switch Florges to... Does Snarl kill Lucario? I think I switched this guy to that. Snarl does not kill Lucario. I'll Body Press Lucario again. What Terra types of Torkoal? Grass? Yes. Torkoal's doing nothing. Good. Give me a defense boost. Thank you, thank you. Don't mind if I do. Goodra back in. I'll Snarl here, I think. Or do I need to Snarl? I feel like the Torkoal's switching. Yeah, I feel like the Torkoal's gonna switch. I'm gonna do this and then Terra Blast the Torkoal slot. Let's see who it is. It's the grass, okay. Ooh. Okay. Eruption. Terra Blast. Okay, that's fun. Snarl should kill the Torkoal from here. And then Thunder's doing... Goodra... So, hang on. Oh, it's faster than me. That sucks. But I'll be faster than it. Yeah, I'll be faster than it with Florges, right? Goodra, 101, Florges, 117. Yeah, I should be faster. No para? Nice, okay, yeah, we're chilling, we're chilling. We are chilling. Did Lucario, it did not reveal a fighting move. Wait, the Lucario was the one with life, dude? What? I didn't see that. I thought it was the Goodra that used it. You kind of are forced. Oh, the para there is kind of unfortunate. Broke the sash, that's really good. Dazzling. Oh, I can't be slept anymore. That's good. That's actually really good. Maybe I just double it like this. Let's have no protect. He did hit the sleep pattern. No para, no para, no para. Nice. Okay, we are chilling. It won't be able to hit Thunder and Sun, which is actually really good for me. This thing actually probably has nothing to hit Florges. Knockoff, very good to know. He knows I've got safety goggles now. Fast asleep, fully paralyzed, Earth Power. I still survive. I'm gonna Synthesis. I think I just get killed though. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna still Snarl though. Not over yet, because the Goodra can kinda go crazy. Actually, it might be, because he'd have to hit... Okay, Goodra takes a KO. Wake up. Snarl needs to hit both. Good. Okay, I think now it's over. Because I think Body Press is going to kill Goodra. Not going to give him a fully accurate Thunder. Going to Poison Jab and Body Press. I think that seals it. Because Body Press is doing, 70%. We get to see how much defense it has. I think it's actually got quite a lot based on how much it took from the Poison Jab. He did hit the Thunder in the Sun and got the para, wow. And I got full parried, wow. Alright, so Poison Jab to no defense is doing 39 to 47. It did 39, so actually, it could very well be no defense, and that's just a min roll. What about like, oh, the first one did like 36, right? Let's see. Poison Jab. Where's the Poison Jab? 39. Okay, they both did 39. So I'm either getting low rolls on max defense or it's not. Okay, I'm ready for game 2. All right, we got game 1. A little bit closer than I would have liked, actually. I would have liked to have that less close. The lead was Lucario Goodra. So what did the Goodra show? Draco Meteor and Thunder and Knockoff. So maybe Gliscor's okay. Definitely leading Overquill. It's really good into the Armarouge. Do I lead something that is good into Lucario? Oh, I'll copy those again, too. I mean, what about this guy and then Arch as well? That seems pretty okay, right? Then I'll just bring the same two in the back. I'm gonna lead Arch, though. Is this bad into Murkrow? It could be bad into Murkrow. No, I think it's actually better into Murkrow. It's worse into Lilligant, though, is the problem. Because I don't have a guaranteed way to avoid Sleep Powder. But he didn't lead Lilligant last game, and he might not again. Especially when he sees that I lead Fairy and Poison. Yeah, Lilligant. But I think Lilligant's getting intimidated, probably. Because I'm assuming it's Focus Sash. Did we see anything from it? Just Sleep Powder. But if it's Torkoal Lilligant lead, then Polyhood Switch is pretty good on, probably for the Arch, because there's no way he ever goes for a Grass. Honestly, he never goes for a Grass move ever onto either one, so. Maybe the Overquill, because then I could switch it back in and get Intimidate, yeah. Oh. Murkrow, Lilligant. Okay, this is not optimal. Florges would have been way better. Poison Jab. Who's he more likely to Sleep Powder? I'm gonna do this, I think. The Intimidate's really good. Florges can tank the fighting hit or the Sleep Powder with its safety goggles. I feel like Arch is the one that he's going to want to put to sleep. Oh, I mean, Overquill is such a good Pokemon into him if he doesn't, if I don't Terra. I could not find the words that I was going to say. Okay, that's fine. Sunny Day is fine. Do I Rain Dance here, or do I just double into it? I think I'll just double into it. I think it's okay. Maybe I Dark move into it? Nah. Lucario could be a switch. But Lucario does not take me much, and it could be justified, so I don't want to give it that boost either. Oh, it's Terra Steel. Yeah, I'm Dark moving for the Terra Steel. Even though it's not, like, amazing. It'll do half. Yeah. Okay, he dodged. I dodged that. Pretty much odds to dodge one. Okay, 57. Then U-turn from the Murkrow. Dazzling Gleam did 18%. How much does... Okay, he dies to Moonblast. Road Chop into the Armarouge. Or switch to Politoed. Definitely Moonblasting that. What is the Armarouge doing here, though? Feels safe to switch to Politoed, I think. And then Moonblast that. Although, does he protect Lilligant here? Probably not. Protect the Armors, that's so good for me. Okay, I probably went to sleep, but I think that's okay. Because Lilligant goes down, that's threat number 1. He saw the safety goggles, so that was... He made the correct plays with the Sleep Powders. 0 turns to sleep. Armarouge gets kind of, not bodied by actually, yeah, pretty much bodied by Overquill. It could very well be Meteor Beam, though. I gotta take that into account. I wish I had Protect on Florges. Not gonna Terra. He's probably Sunny Daying. Nope, he didn't Sunny Day. He died. Energy Ball, I tank, and I'm faster next turn, and it's not Torkoal in the back. So if Politoed wakes up, I win here, I think. Nope, okay, I didn't. Should do, yeah, 33%. Special attack drop's actually really big. No para, please. Ah, full para. Para. Then E-Force with no thing is big. I should wake up here, probably. There's a good chance I wake up here. Weather Ball definitely one-shots the Armarouge. I'm fastest thing on the field. Yes, wake up. Weather Ball. One-shot. Thunder. Not going to do much. Moonblast. 35%. And he needs a full para. to have a chance here. I'll Weather Ball just to, why not? Draco into Politoed. Full para, he did get it. How much is Body Press doing? 28. Yep, Body Press is got it. Good games. Good games to my opponent. He did really well, actually. That game 1 was actually probably one of the closest games that I've had in the ENCDL, which is crazy. I know he hasn't had the best record, but if I was him, I would consider this a very large accomplishment because I am the highest ranking player currently, and able, like, even though I still had 3 Pokemon, like 36% remaining, 48% remaining, and paralyzed, and 30% remaining, that's a big accomplishment. Like, he was maybe 1 or 2 turns away from winning this game, which is very impressive. I think that is the most scared I have felt in the ENCDL thus far. No, actually, Game 2 versus Sigtrick was actually the closest, but this is a very close second, and Sigtrick is a 3-time ENCDL champion. So, Jay, I am very impressed by Jay, and I'd like to commend him for that. But that moves me to 7-0. Only 1 week left, and we are playing Detal1 and the Washington Wailords. And I have heard through the grapevine, I think I mentioned this in the intro, that Colin has recommended that Detal1 swap Klefki with the Murkrow that I just played against. So I could potentially have to play against Murkrow twice, which is very annoying, because Prankster Weather is always so annoying when you have ability setting Weather. Overall, I do think I could win this. So we'll have to stay tuned for that. If you've enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't. Take care, and bye-bye.